it. I mean, I'm always disappointed when we don't get to do stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm always disappointed. I mean, because I like to just do stuff, all kinds of stuff. And,
Yeah.
like you got to work today. The 4th Avenue Street Fair is going on. I'm thinking we grab a cam, we go down there, we shoot some video and stuff, but can't do that either.
Because they got to work.
Yeah.
running a board for a broadcast remote that's going on this morning, so I got to do that, and that's at 1:30. So that'll go 1:30 to 3:30. Then we're going to Guitar Center. Mm-hmm. We're looking for 30-foot run cables. So while computers behind us, we got a couple now, but you'll see more behind us. We'll all be running our Skype broadcast, and they'll be running through the board up here on the desktop. So that'll be kind of cool. So here's the news, and and please forgive me, but I've been I've actually I've gotten close to signing a non-disclosure agreement on what's going on after the first of the year, but and I've promised not to talk about it. All I can tell you is it's going to be huge. At least that's what I've been told by some producers, but. Here's what's happening. So I got this part-time job at Citadel, which is great. I love Citadel Broadcasting. I'm not saying that because they're paying me, because I'm getting paid very little, but it's a job and I'm happy to have it.
I'll tell you, I can, and he's probably telling the truth because I know the people that are working at the local Citadel property, and I've known them for a very long time, and I like these people. So I'll support him on that. He's probably telling the truth. I'm sure he is.
Well, and I've worked with good people before in other broadcast operations. I like the people at KLPX. I like some of the people at KNST. I like some of the people at KGVY that I've worked at, and it just seems like where they are at right now. And as Herb told me, who is the big grand poobah over there, it's like a really tight knit group of people that have hung on, that have been there, and they take care of them. Now, they're doing multiple jobs, but they're all well taken care of. They seem to like it. Buzz Jackson on Cam FM is a phenomenal guy. Cricket, who I've heard about for years, is wonderful. Dusty Chandler, all these people that are there. I mean, and you got Herb, and then you've got, Shannon. That's kind of like the crew, and Tim Tyler and all that. So finally I'm getting an air shift. Next Friday, I will be actually on the air doing a show, which I've not done a show on FM in 3 years. I mean, if you think about it, I've done AM, which is fine and dandy and everything, and I've done AM talk, but I haven't done FM music in that long. And so it's going to be fun. Next Friday, 10 o'clock till 3 o'clock. It is Arizona time, which is like 9 o'clock till 2 o'clock Pacific time. And it will be, they stream online at K at 107.5. So that's their website. So yeah, if you get a chance, check it out. It's fun. It's a little departure. You won't hear me talking about processors or motherboards or memory or anything.
You'll be rocking.
I'll be rocking. And actually, I like the format of the station now. It's 70s, 80s, 60s, 70s, and 80s. So on the weekends, they do 80s weekends, and you'll hear Janet Jackson.
I've wanted to work there.
It's different.
Yeah, K-Hit, because they have K-Hit and Bob in there.
Right.
Now, because I've worked at different places with a lot of the people that work there now.
Yeah.
And I've had multiple tours through that building, because I used to work it when it was K-Cub and well, it is. It's K-Cub and Kim FM when they both were country stations.
Right.
So I've worked there, and done various jobs there. So I know the building well. Matter of fact, I'm look for a kind of grayish beer mug from Germany. Because I lost it in there, and I haven't found it. I've been hoping somebody would find it.
You want me to look for it?
It should have my name on it. It should have Slick either on the bottom or on the side of it. So if you happen to see that, that's mine.
All right.
I've been looking for it for years. I was hoping somebody would find it and let me know.
I'll look today. If I find it, I'll let you know. It's probably on Buzz Jackson's desk.
I wouldn't be. I mean, it's a nice beer mug. I wouldn't be surprised if it's still in there.
I'll have to take a look and see.
But yeah, no, now that you guys have hired Andy.
Well, who knows? Drop the word. They just hired 3 of us part timers, and then I guess 2 of them they're running boards and stuff, and I'm getting the air shifts because of my experience. So it'll be fun. I'm looking forward to that. So next week. So that happens, and I'm pretty excited about how that has happened. But here's the other deal. About a year and a half ago, I was approached by a guy that I met out at bike nights. We used to do bike nights. I used to ride a motorcycle, and we would go with the radio station I was working for. we would go out to these events, and this guy showed up. I remember talking to him, and he's just like really cool. And he was in the industry, the film industry, as a stuntman, set medic, and had done a lot of stuff like that. And, sometimes you meet these people, and sometimes they're talking out the corner of their mouth. This guy, I could tell, knew what he was talking about, and had actually worked and actually been in the business. I was in the business back in the 80s in production and as a production assistant and special effects rigger for Wizard Effects Group for like 3-4 days maybe. But it's once you do it and you get paid, you say, okay, I'm doing
it's on
it.
the resume.
And then I worked in television for the city of Norwalk. So I mean, it was fun. It was fun experiences. But the cool thing is this guy, we hit it off, we talked. Well, I guess he's been working in the biz, and suddenly something has come up, and my name was dropped, and it was like, yeah, let's look at this guy. And, unbeknownst to me, these people are looking at seeing the stuff I've done and what I'm doing. So I get this call from a producer, and there's a project in the works. And all I can tell you is it's a huge project. I'm not going in as crew. I'm going in as staff, as cast. To me and 2 other people. That's all I can say. And wouldn't you know it, I knew we were going to be shooting in January. And I thought we were going to be shooting January 10th. I thought that was going to be the start date, which is perfect because that meant I could go to CES for 2-3 days and then get back and get in time ready for this shoot for the pilot. And if the pilot gets bought, it's going to be good. I mean, basically 4 months out of the year working, and who knows what it can do for. It can actually do things for Tech Talk Radio as well.
Right.
So, that will not go away.
I could be in the episode where I'm chasing Andy down the street as he's pulling off to do something. Wait, I can't go. What do you mean? Wait.
So, of course, I talked to the producer this week, and the producer gave me the news that we've moved the shoot date up.
Of course they did.
To January 3rd. We need to get this in the can right away. And because they've got some people who are ready to spend the money. They want to see it. And you got to get them while it's there.
Yeah.
So the shoot is taking place January 3rd through January 9th. It's the same time as CES.
January 3rd to January 9th. Isn't there something?
Yeah. And, I'm not going to sit there and blow a chance at something like this. So I did not even bring up CES. I just said, cool, be there. I'll be there.
Yeah.
And so now the goal is to get Slick, good old Slick, to CES, to Las Vegas. So we are... I need a close-up on that. Yeah, there you go.
Take it still.
So we are currently looking for sponsorships for Slick. We did sponsorships before a couple years ago when it was you, me, and we went. And I think it was we got about $400 out of Comcast. So we're trying to see if we can. I think now it's going to cost about $700 to send you. So we're looking at it. We're trying everything we can. So we'll see what happens. We're going to start a campaign. We'll send Slick to CES. This poor, deprived boy who needs his electronics. Yes, he needs
Cat Schwartz.
And he needs Cat Schwartz.
Yeah, dude, I can.
Yeah. Yes, Slick needs to go to Las Vegas. Why deprive this man of CES? Why deprive this man of AVN?
That's right. I get my press passes for CES and AVN.
Yeah, I love it. Thank you for signing us up because now I'm getting them too.
I didn't know. I wanted to get mine first and then talk it over with you because Andy, I'm the kind of guy that will run naked through a crowd and not even think about it.
Right.
Andy's kind of like, well, wait a minute. I have to. How much is it? How much am I getting paid for this? Because we did go to CES once, and Andy was not comfortable, and then that's okay. Me, I wasn't ready. I was like, I'm ready to go to the back of the building. And go, I haven't seen everything yet, and everyone. So Andy's a little bit more conservative.
I don't know if I would say I'm more conservative. But what I would say is that I was completely claustrophobic during that. I don't know why. I really wanted to get out of the building. We were walking around. We had gone through one section of the AEE, and it was actually rather pleasant.
Okay, but that was at the beginning.
That was at the very beginning.
That was like the big entrance, and we were fine.
And I was like, "Oh, this is neat. It's not too many people." So we're leaving. We're thinking, "Boy, I was unimpressed. Not that much going on in there. It was like a small trade show."
But we only went around like the first block because you weren't really comfortable. And I think maybe
Well, no, don't you remember? Because then we found the stairs. And we said, "Oh, what's this leading to?" And the guy said, "Oh, this is where the big convention is."
Okay, we're talking two separate areas. Okay,
yeah.
You're talking about first. They have different things going on at AVNAEE. One is just like an expo, a convention, and people are selling items and services and all kinds of. That's where we went first, which was downstairs. And Andy was fine there because we actually did some shooting on, this does this, and these are the products for that, and that kind of thing.
Right.
Andy was fine there. It wasn't crowded. It wasn't loud. Had lots of space to walk. That was fine. On the next floor up was where the entertainers were. With the loud, the music was loud, and you had fans there too, and fans were trying to get autographs, and people were lining up at tables to try to get pictures with their favorite actors and actresses, and that's when Andy started to feel a little, gotta go. And you know what? I kind of do understand that, but at the same
plus, don't
time,
forget, I was carrying a big old laptop, some cameras. We had all our equipment with us.
I kind of understand that, and here's how it came across to me. And I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying here's how it came across to me: is that you didn't want anybody touching you. And I kind of understand. I understand that. Whereas to me, I know there's a shower back at the hotel. I don't care. You could hose me off
taking
there.
pictures with ladies in latex. I don't know. That wasn't for me.
Yeah. No, I could. I'm looking at it. This is how self-absorbed I am. I'm looking at it from a business standpoint. I want to be able to show a picture going, I was with her and with her and with him and with that, and I did this and I did that. It's all about the promotion for me. I don't care.
Well,
there's no such thing as bad publicity.
The sad thing is Gloria wanted to go to that this year.
Oh, did she?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'll take Gloria.
Well, she's going to be free for a week.
You know
maybe
what?
you and her go. No, I don't want to do that.
If it's okay with you and it's okay with you and her, and you willing to let me and Gloria run nuts in Vegas,
I don't trust you. You'll get her in trouble.
That's probably true. As long as you got enough bail money for both of us. I mean, because if Gloria wants, because I'll take Gloria.
Yeah.
She may not come back the same person that you knew.
I think she's planning on coming out to the shoot, so hopefully they'll allow that. I'll sneak her into my motel room.
Gloria would be my party buddy. I didn't know Gloria rolled like that. I gotta have a long talk with Gloria.
But as soon as I tell you. As soon as
we'll be going out down the three of us,
room?
Andy will be in the corner. Me and Gloria will be out running around doing stuff, just anywhere, in any place, all over the country, all over the world. Where's Andy? Andy's sitting back in the corner, just hoping we don't get into trouble.
I can hear the yell in the distance. Oh boy! I tell you what. All right, everybody gearing up for the holiday season. One of the companies gearing up is Apple, and when I get a package around Christmas time from Apple, I get really excited.
I bet you. Can I guess?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead. Guess.
That
guess
size of box is from Apple. Now here's my first guess, and there's a reason it's my first guess. My first guess is the latest. Well, wait a minute. Hang on. Let me back it up. I was about to go with the latest iPod Touch. However, that really hasn't been released yet. And the reason I say it is because they did send him as a present previously an iPod Touch. So maybe it's not an iPod Touch. Okay, let me take that back. Apple product, that size, in the box. It's too small for a tablet. What's the latest thing? Okay, you know what? This sounds like a safe guess. How about that Air Mouse?
The Air Mouse. That's what they sent last year.
Oh, darn. Okay, then let me wipe that out. Okay. All right, so they sent an iPod Touch. He's already had the Air Mouse. What else could be small? Let me try this. How about the wireless touchpad?
The wireless touchpad. Now, tell me about the wireless touch. The wireless touchpad is the one that you actually wirelessly.
Yeah, it's really designed for Apple. It's really designed for Apple products like Apple notebooks, like the MacBook and the MacBook Pro.
Right.
So that would be my That would be my first, because I can't, here's the thing, let me just say this out loud. I can't imagine they're sending you an iPhone 4, although I could be way off and it turns out to be an iPhone 4, but I'm good, you know.
Let me show you what it is,
Okay.
Slick. Here we go. Apple, they've always sent something very cool around the holidays. I did get an iPod Touch, and I did get an Air Mouse. Now they're sending personalized cards. Actually, here's what
nice.
that would be nice. Here's what they wanted to do. They wanted to let us know that you can actually go on to apple.com. And if you have a Mac, this is very cool. But if you don't have a Mac, you know, I think you can still purchase these cards just by uploading your photos and stuff. But this works really good with a Mac because you can actually take the photos out of your out of your iPhoto program and upload them and make these wonderful holiday cards if you haven't sent your holiday cards out yet.
Oh, okay.
All right, so let me show you there. I don't know who these families are, but, you know, you can customize them. I want you to feel the texture on that, Slick.
Heavy stock. It's not cheap. Yeah.
Yeah. And out of all the cards, they got nice envelopes, too, that you can, you can see that as well. We're showing that on the camera. Here's the official word from Apple. All right, here's what it says. It says, add a touch of elegance this holiday with letterpress cards. You can delight your family and friends with the elegant look and feel of letterpress cards this holiday season. With iPhoto 11 on your Mac, you can create custom letterpress cards personalized with your own photos and text. All right, combining traditional printing techniques with modern digital photography. Oh, their family's upside down there. Each iPhoto letterpress card is made from premium paper and produced using a century-old printing method. They have 27 beautifully crafted designs with matching envelopes. It's kind of neat, too, because you get the Apple logo on the back.
Yeah.
They run at $2.99 a card, which is cheaper than what you're going to spend for the cards of this quality with your photo on them at a store and to get them bulk made up. So you can even put photos on the inside as well, which is kind of neat. And, again, customizing. I think this is the only one that I'd actually be able to use. It's from the Taylor family. Which, for those of you who really know me.
Is it a different Taylor family?
Yeah, hold on. There? For those of you that really know me, yeah, here it is. It actually, we were excited. So, I could actually use one of these. It says, Happy Holidays from the Taylor family. See that?
Uh-huh.
All right. And then we'll pull that back there slowly. So, and then if you open it up, there's a whole different family in there. So Gloria had this idea. She said, well, why don't we just take it and photo paste my head, Gloria's head, and Scarlett and Destiny's head right on there. And really customize it.
That's what I thought you were going to do. They don't have one that says Happy Holidays from the Slick family, do they?
No. Okay. So I think to be able to use this, I think you do need iPhoto 11. So if you I haven't had a chance to talk to my friends at Apple that sent this over, but here's the deal. What you need to do is go to apple.com and just give you an idea, just some of the different things you can do there, and you get more information about that, especially if you're a Mac head and you might even not be a Mac head. You might just be using a Mac. I apologize.
Yeah, I've actually got it open on my screen here. For those who take stenography. Yeah, go to apple.com. It's apple.com in the iLife area under Create Letterpress Cards, or just apple.com, do a search, iLife, and then maybe search for letterpress cards. One or both or the same. But once you get to iLife, you should be able to find it. There should be a link there because it just says, there's a little link there that says letterpress cards, read more. You click on it and you're there.
Another reason I want to get the Mac. I really want to get a Mac Mini.
I need the MacBook Pro. I'm a big fan of the MacBook Pro. Big fan.
MacBook Pros are nice. It can be a bit pricey though. I was talking to somebody the other day who said that her boss bought a MacBook Pro and bought the one that's $3,500. Mm. Wow, it's kind of nice.
Speaking of Mac,
yeah.
Sorry. Speaking of Apple, I double checked on, and I posted this on my Facebook. I probably should go to my Facebook account real quick just to check my notes here. But I posted this on my Facebook account. The dual camera Apple iPad is on the way.
Dual camera Apple iPad?
Mm-hmm. And this is I got this off of New York Daily News. It's also my Dig accounts. If you go to Dig and do a search for it, you'll probably find the link. Here's the gist of it. I'm going to read just paragraph out of paragraph 2.
All right.
And I think paragraph 2 ought to cover everything. Okay. Sorry, paragraph 3 of the story from the New York Daily News. Touchscreen chip designer Wintek, W-I-N-T-E-K, battery maker Simplo Technology, and AVY Precision, which is a maker of covers for electronic products, are among suppliers for the next batch of iPads, sources say. And those sources, they say one of those three, here's the quote, one of those suppliers said the revamped model, talking about the iPad, would feature front and rear cameras, while another source said the new model would be slimmer, lighter, and boast higher resolution display. So leakages from one, or probably from 2 of 3.
Right.
They're saying they have 3 sources, and one of them said this, and another one said that.
Wow.
So the new iPad is coming with 2 cameras, according to leakages from sources who have ties with Apple, not from Apple.
Ties with Apple, but not there at Apple. I don't know. I always get. I'm always a little nervous around rumors, especially when it comes to Apple, because they are so tight-lipped. They're pretty good at that stuff as well.
So am I. But these are, a chip designer and a battery maker and a maker of covers. They got to have the
Especially for the maker of covers.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got to have it. Like people at Autobox or OtterBox or wherever else. Thank you.
Card back. So watch for that, kinda. But thank you, Apple, for the cards and everything. Appreciate that.
You know what I think would be fun is to actually ship these holiday cards out to. Should I do this to friends and family and just say, Apple sent me these cards, I'm using them?
Yeah.
I think it would be fun
because I do that all the time. I recycle stuff. Like I'll when we go to hotels,
right?
I steal all of the stationery and letterhead and the postcards.
Oh, I do that too.
I steal all that stuff, and I'll send letters and notes to people using it, just to see what kind of reaction I get. And they go, "What are you doing in Saskatchewan?"
What's great is to do it years later.
Yeah, I can't tell you.
How about the Fred Harvey Motor Lodge?
I love using paper from other hotels and motels. I don't know why. It's just weird. I just love that.
That's good. All right. Okay. One of the things. So that's one thing we got in this week. That, of course, from Apple. Another thing that we got in this week, and Slick has over on his side, which is pretty darn awesome, is from our friends at Sprint. Now, we interviewed one of the representatives from Natalie Papage from Papai, I should say, from Sprint yesterday. Now, we haven't got that audio up on the website, but it should be up by end of the weekend. We got a lot of audio to put up this week of interviews we've done over the last couple of weeks, so we'll have those up there. But you can check out the interview. We talk about some of the cool ideas for the holiday gift-giving season. With Christmas coming, people are buying phones, smart plans. The Peel, which I want one. I want the Peel.
The Peel.
The Peel is a Wi-Fi device that can also be hotspotted to 2 different computers. And then you can plug your iPod Touch right into the Peel.
Okay.
And you have instant Wi-Fi right there. So I could be anywhere with the iPod Touch and use the Wi-Fi features.
Yeah, you were telling me about that.
And I like that. And then if I want to, I have my for $30 a month. I can hotspot 2 computers with it, and I can hotspot my laptop.
Is the Peel on the blog?
I believe it is. Yes, it is. I did do a story on it. We're waiting to get one, then we'll put it on the website.
P-E-E-L?
P-E-E-L.
Okay.
Peel.
Yeah.
The Peel.
Blog.TechtalkRadio.com.
And it sells for about $79. And no contract necessary. You just pay the $30 a month, and you get the high Wi-Fi, the data plan, the whole bit. And I believe it's 5 gigabytes transfer.
Okay.
Which is not bad.
Yeah.
I think it's 5 gig. So correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, I'd like to get, if we could get it for a month, I'd like to get it and use it because I'm a heavy duty user. So I'd like to get it, use it, and then we could post a review to give people an idea of what a heavy duty user's data use might be like.
Well, the only thing I'm thinking is the product actually came out just before Thanksgiving, so it was ready for just in time for Black Friday, and I don't have any data on if they were able to sell well, what the deal was with that.
Yeah. Speaking of Black Friday, I guess everything is good, which is very subjective, but it's not going to be great. And it looks like the holiday season is not going to be great. People are spending, which I thought was really a great idea. I'm surprised it didn't happen last year. I guess this year a lot of people, they're spending money, cash,
right,
not charging like they have been in the past.
People are putting away the charge cards.
And some of them, I guess,
or
have
they've
just been
lost
taken away. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is good. I mean, that's the way it really should have been and should be.
Yeah.
People that go overboard on the holidays, just the logic of it just totally is always eluded.
Well, you know, the thing about a credit card that for those that don't have them yet, and I'm trying to get my daughter to understand this philosophy. The credit cards are really nice to have. I mean, it's great when you're out somewhere and you decide, oh, I want this. I mean, and now with a credit card, I don't have to wait. I can get it now, and then I'll just make little payments on it.
Yeah.
You know, that's the whole thing. It's like, you know, QVC does with their Easy Pay thing. It's like, oh, I can have it now. I'll just pay out $50 every month, which works for some people. Okay. There's no interest in that situation. But that's how credit card companies make money. It's all interest.
Yeah.
They're not doing it out of the goodness of their heart. They're doing it because they're going to make a buck off of you.
Right.
And sometimes more bucks than they should. Yeah. But that's the whole point. That's how we got our first camera. That's how we got our light kit. We got an American Express card, and I was like, "Ooh, cool!" Yeah. I had like a $5,000 limit, and it was like, "Let's do it. I'll get the camera. I don't have to wait." You know, whereas before I would have said, "Okay, I need to save, put away, and a year later I'll be able to get a camera." Probably would have been able to get a better camera. My lighting kit, same thing. It was $600 for the lighting kit. We'll just I get it right now. Whereas I would have saved, you know, and we've taken that whole idea out of saving, which I think needs to come back, which maybe people are bringing back. I almost think that borders on political talk, which I hate, but
no,
that's
I don't
the way
think
it
is. Because this has to do with gadgets, technology, and budgeting yourself and being careful. My experience and my theory on this is unless you're upper middle class, as far as income goes. And, you know, that can also be debatable, but this is where I'm positioning my statement. Unless you're upper middle class, I think in order to understand just how bad abusive credit, and I'll use the word abuse, can be, you're going to have to hurt yourself to learn the hard way. Because even I had to, like you were talking about, you know, your credit purchases. I remember when I applied for most of my life to get a credit card, never got one, never felt bad about it. I'm like, I get it. I don't make enough money, and these other people, I get it, I understand. Then I get a credit card. I think the first time I actually got a credit card was Discover. And I think that's because they lowered their standards.
Right.
And I was like, okay, this is nice, thank you very much. And I got the credit card, put it in my wallet, left it there.
Right. I'm
going to guess like you said, I think they gave me like a $5,000 limit.
Ooh, nice.
And I didn't use it because I didn't need it. Right. You know, I lived within my budget.
Yeah, and if you don't use it, what do?
Well, they didn't do anything.
No.
They didn't do anything. However, after some time had gone by, I needed, and because I have always needed, but I was able to live without it. But then I decided, okay, I've got the credit card. I need a good computer. So I did. I took the credit card, went over to Circuit City when they were open at the time, and bought a good computer. I got a good notebook at the time. The largest hard drive available, 10 gigabytes. I maxed out with RAM, 64 megabytes. It had like a 15-inch screen on it. DVD player, CD-ROM, CD burner.
Right.
I mean, and I got this computer to make it last for a while. That was, you know, I thought I was doing an investment thing.
Right.
Which I still believe I was. The total computer cost me about $3,500, and I was willing to live with it. I'm like, okay, I spent the $3,500, and I'll do what I have to do to pay it off.
Right.
So like you said, I'm thinking in my mind, I can afford the minimum payments.
Yep.
So I'm making the minimum payments on a regular, didn't miss them. I was doing good. And then I got hurt financially.
Yeah.
Now I can't pay any of my bills, especially the credit card.
Yep.
That goes to the bottom of the pay list.
Yeah, I think heating and food and a roof over your head's first, right? Yep.
In addition to it, once I got the Discovery card, all the other debit services wanted to jump on board. They gave Slick a credit card. We'll give him one too.
Yeah.
Now, because everybody
use ours.
Yeah. Because they know that you're going to spend. Now they want you to spend. They want your money too.
Yep.
So the companies before they wouldn't give you credit. Now they're willing to give you credit because somebody else gave you credit, and they don't want them to get your money. They want your money.
It's a vicious cycle.
Yeah. So you got to be careful. You got to be careful. So like I said, I think people have to get hurt first before they realize, Okay, now here's the smart way to go about it. You got to hurt yourself first.
Yeah.
And then, you know.
Yeah. Then you learn.
Yeah.
Oh, I
so
trust
the next time you get a credit card, I bet you won't use it.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, unless absolutely necessary.
Well, and we go the saving route. Now we finally, I'm working a little and finally have some money coming in. It's nice to be able to say, okay, I need some cables for this. Now I can spend the money on this stuff. But we're not putting it on the credit card. We do have one card. We're not doing it. Where it's, hey, can we afford this now? If we can afford it now, let's do it.
Yeah.
So...
Oh, that takes me back. That reminds me of an interview you did, which I'm trying to go to now on our blog.techtalkradio.com. You talked to Bruce Hover.
Yeah, Bruce Hover.
Who's a good friend of ours. He's a buddy. Over at the Steel Series,
Like
steelseries.com. And within your interview, Bruce mentioned a new payment system, or it's not really new, but a payment system he's involved with called, here it is, Pay Near Me, which I wanted to mention.
Right, exactly.
Because I think it's a great idea. Bruce was saying if you go to his website and you see stuff, products, headphones, or whatever that you like and that you want, and you don't have a credit card, you don't have a checking account, you don't have blah, 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 here's one way of making the payment and getting the item. You can go to like a 7-Eleven. There are other places too. But you can go to like 7-Eleven, put the money on a service called Pay Near Me, have them take the funds, then apply it to the Steel Series purchase, and Steel Series will send you the product. I think Pay Near Me is something really worth looking into. Not only Pay Near Me, but Pay Near Me, using Pay Near Me for Steel Series, so you can get the products that you like and that you want anyway.
Yeah.
So look into that. It's on the blog. It's also on the website. That's where you posted the interviews on the website at TechtalkRadio.com.
I think more people should look into a service like that. The kids are out there. They want to learn. They want to be able to spend their money. They may have a paper route.
Paper.
Did I just say paper route?
We'll do it. We'll do it. We're not above doing it now.
They may have a job. They've got a few bucks coming in every month, or every week. This is a great way for them to go out and spend it without having to go out and get a debit card and, do all this stuff. They just go to the 7-Eleven, pay the cash, and they're good to go. Problem is, we're in Tucson. How many 7-Elevens do we have? Like maybe 3?
You know what? I looked it up. We've got 5, at least 5, I think official, maybe 7 7-Elevens in the metropolitan area. Yeah.
I know we have one up by the university, and that's the only one that I can think of.
No, there are more. When I went to, because I went to the 7-Eleven's website to get more information about Pay Near Me. So, but 7-Eleven is not the only place you can do it. So, when you go to the Pay Near Me website to get more information about it. But I love the service. You go, whatever it is, I don't know, $5, whatever it is, and it's not just Steel Series; it's other companies too. You just put the money down, they send the funds up to the company sends you whatever.
I think Steel Series also works it so that if you want to, you can do PayPal. PayPal is great, but. Like as somebody, I just got paid for. I'm going to be. You're going to love this one. I'm mobile DJing a gig on Friday for a funeral home.
Okay. Wait, what?
So I'm working in the morning. I'm working in the morning on the air, and then at night I'm DJing a party, and the pay was actually pretty good on it. But it's for a funeral home. They asked me if I would do it.
What kind of
a party? It's Christmas party, holiday party.
Oh, okay, all right. I'm like, I'm thinking service of some sort, like for a customer.
Oh no.
Okay, I get it now. All right.
And the thing is if you can have them pay through PayPal. If they do, PayPal takes a percentage out of that. Obviously, they need to get paid for the service. But I think it was like $12, $13 they get paid for doing nothing. Well, other than being somebody that aggregates the money, but yet they take 4 days to move the money from their bank to your bank.
Yeah.
And I think they do that as a security measure to prevent fraud.
Which is you know what?
Which I'm fine.
okay with that because of the service, although depending on what they charge, taking 4 days to get the money to you.
Yeah.
I got a PayPal account because, one, it was free to get the account. 2, I was thinking of that's a way for me to easily accept funds from people for different things.
Well, like you give, you've done that where I know you've done computer support for people, and they say, well, I want to pay you for this. How do I pay you?
Yeah, computer support, also, voice work, whatever.
Yeah.
Services from a distance. I'm rethinking how much involvement I'm going to have with PayPal, only because it's political, I admit it, only because of the whole WikiLeaks thing that's been going on. So I've been reconsidering if there are other services that I could use in place of PayPal. One of them is I do have a Walmart card.
Oh, there you go.
As strange as it sounds, but I would give my Walmart card number out to people so they could put funds on the card and I could go get whatever it was I wanted or needed. That was the only other service I used. But yeah, we got to the whole PayPal thing. But I just thought about mentioning that. So you're gonna get paid via PayPal for the.
Yeah, they already paid. They paid before the event just to make sure I'll show up.
And I was looking at PayPal as because at the time PayPal was the biggest tip jar service that was around, wasn't it?
Yeah, nobody uses that though.
Yeah,
I really don't think anybody does.
Not anymore.
We have one on our site. It never gets tapped.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things. It's there. There might be someday we may give you some great information, and if you use it, great. If not, no worry.
My only problem with PayPal was when I look at, and I've read it and I need to reread it again, but how do you get the money or cash out of your PayPal account? It's not easy.
You have to tie it. Yeah, you have to tie it to a bank account.
Yeah, and I don't have a bank account.
Yeah,
I let that go a long time ago because I just didn't need one.
Well, you tie it to a bank account, and then they confirm that you can confirm automatically if you have online banking by actually giving them your password, your username. And you got to decide, do you really want to do that? Or what you do is you give them an account number. They'll make a deposit. You tell them, yeah, here's how much you deposited. It's a nice way to get an extra 19 cents or whatever amount they do. And then they confirm, okay, you've got a real account, and then they will approve it. Then what you do is you move funds back and forth.
Yeah.
Nice thing about it, you can pay with it. So if you find something on eBay, you find something online, you say, hey, can I pay you via PayPal? Most people will say, well, yeah, okay, I got a PayPal account, and then it works out pretty good that way.
I want something nice, free, and cheap for the poor people. That's the kind of service I lock into. I even use the local check cashing. Yeah, I know the charges are more than they probably should be fairly, but it's easy. I know they're open 24. I give them the check, I buy the money order, to whatever.
Well, if you notice that some employers, like even my employer does it, I'm not going that way, but they'll actually pay you with a debit card. They give you a debit card, and they just load the money onto the debit card.
No, that must be something new because I'm so used to employers either mailing you a check or doing direct deposit.
Yeah.
And I would get, when I accepted direct deposit, I tried to go with banks that gave you free checking or free banking with a direct deposit.
Right.
Other than that, I would rather the employer just hand me a physical check and I go to their bank. But that's been the problem because my last employer, which was Clear Channel, their bank wasn't local. It was, big country nationwide bank.
In Texas, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anywhere you cash that check, unless, you had an account, they go, well, there's a check cashing fee of $3, $3.50, $4, whatever the fee was. So that was a problem I've always tried to avoid.
Yeah.
So it just seems, my next thing was going to be asking them, well, then pay me in cash. take it out of petty cash because that's what I was getting paid anyway.
Oh, boy, I tell you. All right, so a couple of the other things we want to show you that we did get in, which I think is actually very cool, and we started to go down the road for the Sprint Road.
Yeah.
And we got a little sidetracked. We're talking about the Peel. Is the Galaxy tablet. And Slick's got it over there on his side. So I know, Slick, you want to show that off.
I will. I'll just pull up my notes here.
This is from Samsung, the Galaxy tablet. Hold on. Let me get a shot of you showing the Galaxy tablet off. There you go. Look at that. That is a nice looking tablet. Now, it's like when you do that, I think I think it crashed. Actually, Wirecast is about to wig out on me.
Is it?
Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a quick break.
Okay.
When we come back, we're going to take a quick break, reboot, basically.
Actually, this is the perfect time, too. It's the halfway point.
We'll give you a chance to go take a bathroom break and come back, and then we will be back with more. Let me just stop my recording source here. Yeah, I can always tell when the program's about to wig out.
Because?
It wigs out.
No.
Majorly.